Hello, this is Dr. Bhushan Shanbhag from Market Mantra with Bhushan Shanbhag. Welcome to this video. In today's video, we are going to see what are the basics of what we call as the Dow theory. As the name says, Dow theory, it is the theory by Charles Dow. We had seen about Charles Dow earlier. But the difference here is Charles Dow never proposed it as his theory. After his untimely death, whatever tenets he had proposed, his friends and followers collected them, and then it was put forward as the Dow theory. Let us see what is the Dow theory. Dow theory basically is the basic theory which is put forward by for the benefit of investors. See, Charles Dow was in the 1890s. He was the editor of the Wall Street Journal. Quite a person who is well educated and he understood markets. So what he proposed was how exactly the market movements be predicted. Okay. So this theory, commonly known as the Dow theory, let us see what it is. There are some basic tenets of Dow theory. Dow theory is based on these. What do these tenets say? If we understand that, we'll understand the Dow theory. There are 6 main tenets of Dow theory. These 6 have been proposed keeping in mind the long-term investors. Naturally, majority of you may say we are traders. What we have to do with this theory? But that's not correct, because always you should keep in mind what is the major trend, etc. Okay, if you are trying to go against the main trend, you are likely to make losses. So let us understand what exactly Dow theory is. First of all, Charles Dow gave us the concept of what we call as an index. Okay. So what is an index? What Dow thought was individual stocks may be going up or down. But what is overall economy doing? How would we know that? So he started taking an average of market leaders. Okay. That is what he called an index. He formed 2 indices. In American language, English, we use indexes. So the transportation index and manufacturing index. Dow theory is based mainly on in which direction these 2 indexes are moving. He took 200 days average because at the time of Charles Dow, market used to work 200 days in a year. Okay. So his first tenet, averages must conform. What Dow said, transportation index and the production index, manufacturing index, they have to go hand in hand. Okay. Transportation, he was having an average of railroad companies. In the United States that time, there were many private railroad companies. So railways must bring the raw material to the manufacturer. Manufacturer will manufacture it. Then railways will again take the finished product to the markets. Correct. And that is how manufacturing will be benefited. So railways also must be performing well and manufacturing also must be performing well. So he said if both these indexes are moving upward, they're 200 days averages. Okay, he used simple moving averages at that time. There were no computers. Manually, you have to calculate. Manually, you have to plot graphs. So he was using those 200 days moving average. So he said averages must conform. Both averages should be moving in same direction. If both are going upward, he said it's a bullish trend. Market is likely to go up. Both are direction downwards, you said it would be the bearish trend. And if one is going up, other is going down, he said the 2 averages are not confirming each other. So it is indecisive period. All right. So according to Dow, first tenet is you can determine a trend only when both the averages are moving in same direction or they are confirming each other. Second tenet, prices move in trends. Trend means what? Trend means it takes a direction and continues. Over there may be small ups and downs, but major direction remains the same, either upward or downward or sideways. That is what Dow called a trend. So prices tend to move in trend and continue to do so for significant length of time. Third tenet, the existing trend remains in force unless proven otherwise. So the direction which is upwards, unless it clearly turns down, just the stock coming down for a few days and again going up doesn't change that trend. So unless the direction of the moving average is turned, trend remains in force. Fourth tenet, all known information is discounted in price very quickly. He said, whatever may be the information about a stock, once it is known to the market means people in the market, immediately price of the stock, demand supply will adjust and price of the stock will reflect it. After that, if the same news is going to come, it is already been discounted, it will have no importance. Fifth tenet, now considered three types of movements to the markets. One he called the primary move or the main move. It is the direction in which the average 200 days moving average is moving. Okay. Then secondary move or a correction, he said it is against the main move. Okay. Especially when stocks are going up, if they go up too fast, they will correct and the prices will come closer to this moving average. That is what he called a secondary movement. Primary movement, it lengths up to several years. Secondary movement, he said usually up to 6 months max to max. That is what he gave the time limit to it. Okay. And third, he called minor moves. Minor moves are very short term and they should be completely neglected. So what Dow said, primary move is the one in the direction in which you should be taking your positions. If primary movement is up, buy and hold it. Secondary will give you a good opportunity to enter again. And minor, he neglected. He compared the market movements with sea. He said there is a high tide and a low tide. That is what he said, primary move. Secondary move, the waves which come in those, see, high tide also there are waves, low tide also there are waves. He said that is the secondary move. And minor, he called it ripples, and ripples should be neglected. And the sixth tenet, bull markets and bear markets have three phases each. He specified there are three phases in bull market. First is called accumulation phase. Prices are low. Knowledgeable players are accumulating stocks. There is still majority of people are not confident about the markets. Those who are knowledgeable, they buy over here. Then comes realization phase. In realization phase, what happens? Stock price starts going up. Now people realize, oh, there is a bull market. And now they will start entering. Public interest goes on increasing. And then comes euphoria or rosy stage. Everything is just, stocks are going up like anything. Okay, like there is no tomorrow. Everybody is interested in stock market. Everybody wants to buy. That is the euphoria stage. In the bear market, there are three stages. First is the distribution phase, which is actually matching with euphoria stage. Prices are very high. Valuations are unrealistic. Knowledgeable players start selling their stocks at this level. So they are distributing the stock. Non-knowledgeable players, common people, they are just buying, thinking that market will still go up. Then market doesn't go up, it starts falling. So the realization or dark reality stage comes in. People have to accept that no, this movement has stopped and the downward movement has started. They start selling the stock slowly, steadily. There are not much of buyers. The market is going down, down, down. And the third is the panic stage. In panic, the market gives sudden crashes. Everybody starts dumping their stock. This stage actually matches with the accumulation stage of the bull market. Knowledgeable players start buying over here. So these phases in bull market and phases in bear market are important even for traders. Okay, so that is basically the Dow theory and the 6 tenets of it. If you like the information, please press the like button and subscribe to this channel. Also press the bell icon so you'll come to know about new videos as soon as they are loaded. Thanks for watching.